This is the Talisman 2 series. Zack tries martial arts. The story is written by Tammy Reese Frankfurt and the pictures are illustrated by Drew Wilson. Book number 9. Zack tries martial arts. So if you look on the map here, they are getting closer and closer to Volcano Island and the Dark Master's Forge. Reading practice for this week. The sound is shul. Contents. Chapter 1. A Strange Light is on page number 1. Chapter 2. Martial Arts is on page number 3. Chapter 3. Volcano Island is on page number 5. Chapter 4. The Guard is on page number 7. Chapter 5. Zack Get Up is on page number 10. This is our new vocabulary. Chapter 1. A Strange Light. Zack and Mim followed the river until they reached the sea. Across the channel they saw Volcano Island. In the distance a purple light glowed. It looked strange and artificial. That strange light must be the Dark Master making his evil magic, Mim said. They collected mussels from the beach. These mussels are delicious. I can't wait to eat them, Zack said. We must cross the channel at night, Mim said. If we are to surprise the Dark Master, it is crucial that he doesn't spot us approaching. Chapter 2. Martial Arts. It is essential to prepare for the battle, said Zack, practicing his martial arts moves. Mim began to laugh. The Dark Master will die laughing at you. Mim's laugh was infectious. Even Samson grinned. Zack looked about him. We'll make a raft from those logs, he said, and went about the task. He made an ambitious-looking raft. Will it float? Mim asked anxiously. Of course it will. Zack pushed it into the water. The raft bobbed up and down. It is safe, and that's official, he declared. Initially, Samson would not get on the raft. A lovely, crunchy carrot helped to change his mind. Chapter 3. Volcano Island. The sun set as the raft drifted across the channel towards the purple light. Zack felt the talisman pulling them towards it. Soon they reached the island and landed silently. They followed the purple light up a steep path. As they walked up cautiously, they saw the entrance to a mine. It was held up by wooden beams. A trolley stood on tracks that led into the mine. This must be where the Dark Master mined the special ore for his new talisman, Zack explained. It will be very precious to him, and he will have guards to protect it. Chapter 4. The Guard. The sun rose in the sky and lit up the ruins of an old castle. They saw an old stone arch and a huge guard standing beneath it. They had to be especially careful not to get caught. The guard stood with his legs astride, arms behind his back. Just try getting past me, he seemed to say. Zack got ready to use his martial arts moves. He approached cautiously. Before he could do anything, a huge arm hit at him and knocked him to the ground. Zack lay still, unconscious. Mim drew her dagger, but before she knew it, she felt a blow to her hand. The dagger clattered onto the rocks. Mim felt a vicious grip around her waist. Samson reared up, but then a third hand grabbed his neck. Chapter 5. Zack, get up. Zack! Mim yelled. Get up! Zack began to stir. As he regained consciousness, he saw the ferocious guard had 6 arms. One of those arms gripped him in a vice-like grip. Zack tried to free his hands, but he was helpless. His martial arts skills had been useless. Now the only weapon he could use was his thinking power. Zack closed his eyes and thought of the talisman. The talisman began to glow. Suddenly, Zack changed into a massive, slippery anaconda. He slithered through the fingers of the monster guard and wrapped himself around his giant rib cage. The giant hands loosened their grip. Mim and Samson fell to the ground in a heap. They watched the guard gasp for air and then collapse to the ground unconscious. Zack changed back into himself. He held the precious talisman close to his chest. The end.